Welcome to London, the city of red buses, royal palaces, and rainy skies that somehow make everything feel more poetic. A place where centuries of history stand shoulder to shoulder with glass skyscrapers and punk rock cafes. Where every street corner tells a story, and every story has an accent. If it's your first time here, congratulations. You're about to step into a city that feels familiar, and yet constantly surprising. This is your complete travel guide to London, the capital of the United Kingdom, one of the most visited cities in the world, and a place that will stay with you long after you've left. Let's begin. London is one of the easiest major cities to reach, and one of the busiest. You might land at Heathrow, Gatwick, Stansted, Luton, or London City Airport. Each has excellent public transport connections into the city. From Heathrow, the Elizabeth Line or the Heathrow Express gets you into central London quickly. From Gatwick, take the Gatwick Express, Southern, or Thameslink trains to Victoria or London Bridge. From Stansted or Luton, direct trains and airport buses will do the job. Once you're in the city, the Transport for London Network, or TfL, is your best friend. Get yourself an Oyster card or use contactless payment with a debit or credit card. You can tap in and out of buses, the underground, overground, trams, and even riverboats. The London Underground, or the Tube, is fast, frequent, and iconic. But also remember to look up. London is best explored on foot, and buses offer amazing views from the top deck, and yes, they drive on the left. Don't forget to look both ways. London is over 2,000 years old. It began as a Roman settlement called Londinium, grew into a medieval trade centre, survived plagues and fires, and eventually became the beating heart of an empire. Today, it's home to over 9 million people from nearly every country on Earth. Speaking over 300 languages, you'll see Roman ruins next to Georgian mansions, Tudor pubs across the street from glass towers, and palaces still occupied by royalty, just down the road from vintage markets and street food trucks. London has always been about layers, historical, cultural, architectural, and personal. And discovering those layers is the heart of the experience. Life in London moves quickly, but with elegance. You'll see locals dressed sharply, walking briskly, coffee in one hand, phone in the other. You'll hear dozens of accents in a single tube ride. London isn't just British, it's global. Punctuality matters. Queuing is sacred. And while people may seem reserved, they're polite, and often up for a good chat once the ice is broken. Pubs are a cornerstone of British social life. So is tea. So is complaining about the weather. And so is walking, in parks, along the Thames, or just around the block. In London, there's a quiet confidence to everyday life. It's tradition and rebellion, all in the same breath. London is a culinary capital, and far more exciting than its reputation once suggested. Start your day with a full English breakfast. Eggs, sausage, bacon, baked beans, mushrooms, grilled tomato, and toast. It's not light, but it is iconic. For lunch, try fish and chips, best eaten with malt vinegar and a side of mushy peas. Or go for a Sunday roast, beef, lamb, or chicken, served with roast potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, vegetables, and gravy. It's a British institution. Love street food? Head to Borough Market, Camden Market, or Spitalfields. You'll find dishes from every corner of the world, from Vietnamese po to Ethiopian stew. Craving something upscale? London has more Michelin-starred restaurants than almost any other city in Europe. Book in advance and dress the part. For dessert, try a sticky toffee pudding, Victoria sponge, or a custard tart from a proper bakery. And yes, afternoon tea. It's not just for tourists. Go to a hotel or tea room and savour finger sandwiches, scones with clotted cream and jam, and pots of fine English tea. For drinks, sample a Pimm's cup in summer or a local London dry gin. And don't forget a proper pint in a classic pub, served room temperature, just the way they like it. Let's start with the classics. Begin at Westminster. Here, you'll find Big Ben, officially the Elizabeth Tower, and the Houses of Parliament, perched right on the River Thames. Next to them is Westminster Abbey, the site of royal weddings, coronations, and funerals for over 1,000 years. From there, walk through St. James's Park, one of the city's prettiest green spaces, to reach Buckingham Palace. If you're lucky, you'll catch the changing of the guard. Take the tube to Tower Hill and step into the Tower of London. It's been a royal palace, a prison, a fortress, and now home to the crown jewels. Right outside is the stunning Tower Bridge, often mistaken for London Bridge, but much more photogenic. Take a boat or walk along the South Bank. You'll pass Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, Tate Modern, and the Shard, London's tallest building with views for days. Visit St. Paul's Cathedral with its epic dome and whispering gallery. Then cross the Millennium Bridge, made famous by the Harry Potter films. London's museums are world-class, and many are free. Visit the British Museum for Egyptian mummies and the Rosetta Stone, the National Gallery for Da Vinci, Van Gogh and Turner, the V&A for design, fashion and sculpture, and the Natural History Museum for dinosaurs, whales and wonder. Looking for something different? Try the Churchill War Rooms, the Postal Museum, or the Museum of London Docklands. Markets are part of the city's soul. Head to Portobello Road for antiques, Columbia Road for flowers, and Brick Lane for vintage clothes and amazing curry. London is a city of villages, each with its own identity. Notting Hill, pastel houses, film-famous streets, and that famous travel bookshop. Great on Saturdays during market time. Soho, loud, colourful, a little wild, full of bars, theatres, and LGBTQ+ culture. It never really sleeps. Covent Garden, charming streets, live performers, and stylish shops. A great place to grab a coffee. And peoplewatch.camden. Edgy and alternative, with markets, music venues, and canals. Come here for punk energy and food from around the globe. Shoreditch, hip, artsy, and ever-evolving. Known for street art, pop-ups, and trend-setting cafes. South Kensington, posh and proper, with elegant townhouses and world-famous museums. Greenwich, home to the Prime Meridian, the Royal Observatory, and sweeping views from Greenwich Park. And then there's Hampstead, leafy, literary, and filled with charm. Climb Parliament Hill for one of the best panoramic views of London. London is surprisingly green. Stroll through Hyde Park or take a paddle boat on the Serpentine. Explore Regent's Park, and then walk up to Primrose Hill for sunset views. Visit Richmond Park and spot wild deer roaming under ancient oak trees, or cycle through Victoria Park, a favourite among East Londoners. Don't miss Kew Gardens, a stunning botanical world just outside the city, with Victorian greenhouses and plant species from across the globe. Stand on the right side of the escalator, always. Mind the gap when getting on the tube. Don't try to see everything. London is massive. Choose a few key sites and leave time for wandering. The weather changes fast. Always carry a small umbrella or raincoat. Tipping is appreciated, but not mandatory. In restaurants, 10 to 12.5% is common if service isn't already included. Pubs don't have table service. Go to the bar to order, and bring your drinks back yourself. Most museums are free, but donations are encouraged. Use Google Maps or Citymapper for real-time transport updates, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Londoners might look busy, but they'll usually point you in the right direction. Spring brings blossoms in the parks and a breath of fresh air. April to June is a great time to visit. Summer is full of festivals, rooftop bars, and long days, but also big crowds and higher prices. Autumn is colourful, cosy, and less hectic. September to November is ideal for slower travel and cooler weather. Winter is chilly but magical. Christmas lights, markets, and festive cheer fill the city. Bring a warm coat and prepare for cosy nights in the pub. So why does London matter? Because here, every stone has a story. Every building has witnessed history. Every park has seen a revolution, or a romance, or a rainy afternoon shared over tea. London is grand, but grounded, refined, but rebellious, familiar, yet always changing. It's a city where time stacks like bricks, where Shakespeare and Stormzy share the same stage, where you can visit ancient castles in the morning and dance in a warehouse by night. You don't conquer London, you explore it. One step, one bus ride, one pint at a time. And whether you're staying 3 days or 3 months, you'll always leave wanting more. Welcome to London. You've just started something unforgettable.